Wow, we're really streaming. We're really doing it. Let me, here's our guests. I gotta fix their cropping. Things have changed here at Polygon. Let me get everything looking real good for you.
Actually, that's a good
Hello,
point
guests.
because
Hello.
Our,
Please
hello.
our
call me
cropping
guest
got
for the
goofed.
entirety of this conversation. Oh, really? It got goofed?
No, but you know what? It's getting fixed right now.
I'm curious about it. I can't see it. I should probably boot up the stream and see what's going on here and how much license I have to
Listen,
lean.
I'm just doing some extremely good live production stuff here. Hi everybody,
Some
it's Patrick
live
Gill
surgery.
of Polygon.com. We've got a very special guest here. We've got
It's
Janina.
Janina Gavankar. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
And here's your
Hi,
host.
guys.
Let me give you your host a face. There you go. Our host now has a face,
I'm
which
so
is
I cannot see what you're seeing right now, and I'm so curious and scared.
okay. We're super live and everything looks good.
My mom has the link. She's tuning in with us. It's going great.
Okay, so everyone in chat, don't say anything that you wouldn't want Janina's mom to hear or read.
Basically. you don't want to get grounded by Mora. That's her
Ugh.
name, Mora.
Mora, do you know, is she watching right now? Do you have anything to say quickly before I don't know, she can text
No,
you?
we talk the whole entire day, every day. She knows everything that's going on all the time.
Oh,
I can tell her later. I will tell you this though about my mom. She's incredibly tech savvy, and she has been on Twitter since 2006, just because that's when I joined, and because she was like, "Well, I don't want to miss anything."
oh my god. And at that point, because you were the first actor on Twitter, at that point, was it not your worst nightmare to have a parent following you on Twitter?
Well, no, because the thing is, it's like, I was already acting, so I'm not gonna, I'm not one of these people that just tweets willy nilly.
You knew you had to be a professional
So
on Twitter already,
yeah,
unlike some of us who are in college.
yeah. So I wasn't really worried. I wasn't really worried,
Cool.
you know.
Hey, wow, let's introduce you like formally for the
Okay.
listeners. As I have said, this is Janina Gavankar. She has starred in games such as Star Wars Battlefront 2 and most recently After Party, and in films. You have a short horror film, Stucco. You were on The Morning Show with Reese Witherspoon and Jennifer Aniston. You've been doing so many things that I'm not going to list them all. But among those many projects, you have also always been someone who will like appear at E3 and announce things, and you've been playing games. So we decided to hook up with you today, see what you're doing, what you're playing, what are you doing with your life right now. And while we
Uh,
do that, Pat's gonna play the Turing test.
I'm gonna play the Turing test.
Yay!
Let's throw right to it and get started
Well,
on that.
let's tell everybody why you're playing Turing Test.
That's a good
Yes.
call.
I one of the first things I did was like actually get Game Pass and actually start playing through every single game that is on Game Pass right now. And it really, gave me the opportunity to start catching up on games that I either hadn't finished or hadn't been able to carve time for various, like, you life on location is a tough thing sometimes. You just like can't. I bring a laptop with me wherever I go. So and I just got my gaming laptop back. This is really funny. So I did this movie with Ben Affleck. It's out right now. It's called The Way Back. Please watch it. We're really proud of what we did. But I like bonded with him over video games. So because he's an old school gamer. He used to play Settlers of Catan, you guys. I was like,
I mean,
"Oh,
that was
you're
my
a
whole
dork."
college, so
I know, but like, I didn't even like. Oh, you're a tabletop gamer. Oh, you had LAN parties because you were the only dude in your group of friends who had money, so you were the one that ran the LAN. Like, oh shit, you're a
like
gamer,
funded
dude.
LAN parties for his friends.
Yes. So, and this is the thing. I'm like, man, you gotta tell people this shit, but it's fine. I'll tell everybody for him.
So
So,
the
but he
laptop
hasn't
was
played in a
your
really
like
long time because
portable.
he's busy. So I lent him my laptop to kind of like get him back in. You
Yeah.
know, yeah.
And he
So,
bogarted it. He just ran off with your laptop.
he
Ben,
just like had it for a while, and
okay.
then, but I was also in LA for a while, so I was like, I don't really need it. And then I was going on a trip, and I was like, Give me my laptop back. give me my laptop back.
We're going into lockdown, Ben. Laptop now.
Yeah. So
what was he doing on it? Like, what was he playing?
I played. Well, you know what? I made like a folder for him. I made 2 folders because I didn't know how hard he was gonna go. He didn't go that hard. But like he played. So I had the first folder was like What Remains of Edith Finch is the first thing I made him play. And he was like having trouble with the frogs in the bathtub, and I was like, you know,
yeah.
help him out. And then I think I found a way to put Portal on it. I gotta find the list, but my creative partner Russo Schelling and I, we became really close because of games as well. We like curated the perfect little first level folder, so it was like level 1, and then level 2 was like harder games. I just knew that he needed to like enter through easier games.
Wait, so this was like you're introducing Ben Affleck to modern games kind of effort.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. I gotta ask him how far he actually went. Yes. So the point is we live on the road. You know, if you really want to do this, you have to be willing to live out of a suitcase and be lonely and just, you know, that's part of the thing. And so, you know, like having a laptop is really important. So now that I've been here, I've been able to play like things that I haven't had on my laptop, and this has been a lot of fun. So Turing Test was one of them, and that is why we're playing. That was like 15 tangents to let you guys know why.
No, it's okay. There's like so many, but the Turing Test is one of those games that I have not played. And Pat, you can start whenever.
Yes,
I want you to have something to do.
Here. I'm just adjusting our crops once again because some slight movements have occurred, but we are golden oldies right now. Cool.
But the Turing Test is one of those games that I should have played by all means, because it's got puzzles that I like. It's mind tricky. I've heard so many good things about it, and yet here I am, not having played the fucking Turing Test in 2020. Was that why you kind of came to it?
Yes, that's how I've been on for so many games. Like I should have. Yeah. It's an embarrassment that I hadn't played it. It was an embarrassment that I hadn't played Senua's Sacrifice.
Dude!
I mean, the game was made for me. Every part of it is, I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed that it took me this long to play it. But here we are.
I want to ask you about this, because there are definitely, that is among the games that is on my list of, you haven't done it yet and you should feel bad about it. Are there games that are on that list that you would lie about because you feel so guilty and embarrassed for not having played them?
Oh yeah. Oh yes. That is a great example of something that you just say. I mean, I had played part of it, but I hadn't finished it. You know, that's the other thing, is that I was doing top 10 lists for the Giant Bomb team. So, you know, finding the time to be able to do that, it's like you play as much as a little bit of as much as you can, and you kind of can tell what you can do. You know, if you're actually savvy and if you have been lucky enough to work in this business, you can tell a lot in a very short amount of time. But I just hadn't finished it, and that's just an embarrassment, especially since, you know, I really want to. I talk a lot of shit. I walk around and I'm like, independent games, narrative. So this is the time that I have no excuse, and I've been really playing through games. Right now I'm 100%ing Prey. I just found everybody.
Yes. So explain for the people who don't know about the body system, what's going on there.
Yeah, I'm curious about that.
So first of all, it's such a good game. Everybody please play Prey. So yeah, for any other completionist out there, like it will scratch every itch in your brain. You're on a space station and shit has gone wrong. There are many dead people on this space station, and you find them along the way, and then at some point you realize there are these security stations security computers, and it has a list of every single person who works on the station and where their bracelet is saying they are. And then as you go to those different sections, you try to find those people, and you can like track them and find them. And it is, I think there's like 365 people or something. So I have found 350 of them. So I've already gotten the achievement.
Yeah.
But
that
like,
reminds me a lot of Return of the Obra Dinn as you're describing
yeah. Oh
it.
my god, I'm obsessed. Obra Dinn is crazy.
Have you finished? How far?
By the way,
I think I just broke this puzzle. I'm sorry. No, wait, hold on.
Oh no, what have you done?
No, it's
do you
okay.
need help?
No, I just did it completely in the dumbest way possible. The biggest galaxy brain move that we could potentially even hope to achieve.
That's
in this
okay.
Game.
I wasn't even watching because I was
it's
thinking
like-
about how Return of the Obra Dinn is the perfect game. The most
It's a
perfect
perfect
game
game.
that's ever made.
I thought I was gonna be so good at it. I was kind of not. I cheated a lot. I definitely like went into Reddit to try to. I don't know. I cheated. I had
You
to cheat.
cheated. So you looked up stuff online?
Yeah, I
It's
wasn't
okay. I'm not
happy
going to
about that.
confront you over this.
I don't like this behavior in my own self that I've exhibited. But
This is a time of self-reflection. It's time to look deep in yourself and think about the traits that you would like to
and
work
things
on.
that you've done wrong. Lucas Pope is a genius, man. I don't understand. That's his name, right? Lucas Pope?
Yes.
Yeah.
I hope it is.
I
think it is.
Chat, go ahead and tell us. I can't believe that he's a one-man band. Like, what? How?
That game infuriates me because it was so perfect, and I want
perfect game.
10 more of it, but I know that nothing is ever probably going to equal that high for me again. So he needs to make a totally different kind of game, and then I'll equally
But
love it.
he does. He continues to just make
I have a
totally different. His brain, this dude's brain.
His mind.
Does he not want to start a studio? What's the story? What's his story? Does anybody know the story of Lucas Pope?
Where is he? Lucas!
I would Google, except that you guys are on my phone right now, so.
Yes, and we
Then
want
I'd
to
have to
stay
go over
there.
there for my yeah.
I mean, if you also have experience, I guess, working as in the indie, I want to say system, even though it's not a system, in the indie world versus
It is
in
kind
the
of its
studio
own
world.
system, yeah.
Yeah. So when you were making Stucco, did you ever, your short horror film, did you ever think, oh, why don't I make a studio? Or were you like, I'm going wild, I'm indie, baby, I can do
First
what I
of all,
want?
that is such a great point. But the thing is that, like, so, you know, we made Stucco because making things for a long time. And there's just only so much you can stamp around and be like, I make things. I know how to make polished things. You got to trust me before people will actually trust you. So we knew that, you know, I have an legislative projects with Russo, and we knew that in order to make and get something actually greenlit, we needed to prove that we had what it took, and earn the right to get something greenlit. So that's one of the reasons we made Stucco. The reason we made Stucco specifically, as opposed to one of the other things we could have made, is because it was highly autobiographical for us in different ways, and dealt with mental health, and really, like, it was the one that we had to get out of our bodies. So yeah, that's a great point. Oh yeah, why don't I start a studio? Actually, yeah, I do think about that all the time. I would love to start a studio. If anybody wants to give me all of the capital to start a studio,
Pitch.
call me. But
And you can watch
like,
Stucco on YouTube right now on Alter's YouTube channel.
Yes.
Just putting that
Yes,
out there
please.
for folks.
But the other thing is, with somebody like Mr. Pope, he has all the stripes.
Yeah.
You know, like, people know me as an actor. I needed to make something to prove that I could be a filmmaker, or that I should, you know, maybe create more opportunities for myself. But he's got all the stripes, and like,
I don't know. I
don't
feel like
know.
sometimes
I don't
though
know.
when you're
I gotta go find this dude and ask him questions. I'm making a lot of assumptions about a dude I do not.
we're gonna let you talk to him next time.
Cool,
But
great.
I feel like
Great.
even when you are working with someone that you work really well with, you still do end up making compromises. And
You
yes,
have
those
to, for
compromises make the
sure.
story better. But I mean, when you're working alone, you just have kind of that complete free reign. Maybe that's
Yeah,
kind of the appeal.
I prefer to have, I mean, collaboration is the thing that excites me the most about
Hmm.
the world in general. I'm really not very motivated to
Yeah.
try to win a battle just for myself or anything like that. But
I feel the same way, because then when you're working on something and you're not, you can like give it to the other person and say, hey, look at this, how are we doing? And they have to tell you, they have to give you feedback, and then that
yeah,
feeds on
because both
itself,
of
which I
your
love.
names go on it, so you
Yeah.
can't, and then also you kind of we have this term like I will die on this hill is a
Yeah.
thing that we say when we're like, no, this has to stay.
Yeah.
Yesterday we're writing this insane movie right now, and
Is it a feature or a
yesterday
short?
it's a feature for this very cool company that the announcement will come out soon, I'm sure. But I was like, I don't like that. Here are reasons why I don't think that's a good idea. And Russo was like, I will die on this hill. And I was like, oh shit. Oh shit. We don't say it often, but it's like if one of us pulls that card, it's like,
Then you know it's
damn it.
serious. It's real.
Oh, you really mean it. All right, fine. I'll give you this hill. Because I know that I will have a hill at some point.
Yeah.
So
Give and take.
yeah, give and take. But those kinds of things are always like the best to ensure that the best idea in the room always wins.
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah.
yeah, and I always just kind of think my ideas are dumb compared to somebody else's. So I need someone to be like, no,
How do
that's a good idea.
you get over
That's
that?
a good idea. How do I get over my general imposter syndrome?
Yeah.
Age.
Okay.
I'm hoping like at some point, I definitely has dissipated as the years have gone by, because I have like these events or these things that I can point to for my own self and go, oh, I knew what I was talking about.
Yeah. It's like,
But
oh yeah, once I did a good thing. Huh.
yeah, oh, that one time I did a good thing. Yeah. But it's hard. It's hard, and it's never ending. I just had this like, the brain is a wild place,
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I just
right
had this like,
now. Oh, go on.
go ahead. No, please.
Oh, I
Feel
was
free,
gonna
please.
say, you're working on a bunch of stuff right now, and I know for a lot of creative people, focusing is just like freaking impossible right now because there's so
Yeah.
much noise. And at the same time, the urge to create stuff is kind of it is super compelling because what else are we gonna do? How do you, I guess, deal with that, with the noise of the world screaming at you?
It's like it's a strange balance of, like hiding in my house and like never leaving, or and also, I don't know, I think you just have to kind of be kind to yourself. Um, and then there's like these weird little brain hacky, biohacky things that I try to do. I just had this incredible conversation with this friend of mine who's like, he's one of the greats, and he was talking about how his therapist just told him to put his phone on black and white.
Oh,
And I
yeah,
was
we're
like,
gonna talk
what?
about that. What does that
What?
mean? How do you do
My
that?
phone, I didn't even tell him. I was like, I'm doing it. You can just put it in, you can go in accessibility and then change your phone to monochrome. And yeah, it's just because, as we know, the colors in our phone, not necessarily photos, but the apps are scientifically made to create dopamine hits, and the colors that are like Candy Crush is made, the colors are saturated in a way that it keeps you on the
hooked,
thing.
keeps you in.
Everything's A/B tested to see what's going to react the best. It's all scientifically made for your brain to enjoy.
It's a system, man.
Which is, by the way, if I was making an app, exactly what I would do to create to get in your brains. Are you kidding? Of course. But
we have to live. We have to sleep. And yet we
have
also
to live,
have
we
to
have to
read books on our
sleep.
phones at night.
Yes. And it's just like it's just I don't know. It's just a constant struggle, and when you have ADD, um, you have to learn how your brain learns, and it's just a moving target constantly. So
I want to go
sorry
back
to
to
distract for a moment, but I just realized that when we are editing this VOD, we're gonna have to like record a version of me that looks calm and composed, and not just making this look of abject confusion as I just fucking try to figure out what. This game is for
Janina,
smart
have you
people,
played this
Janina.
level yet?
This game is for smart people.
that's not. But you're also multitasking, so
That's true.
Yeah, you're trying to listen to people talk. I mean, you're basically listening to a podcast, Pat. What's wrong
That's
with
true.
you?
That's true. I should be able to handle this.
So wait,
No, we have to be
I
gentle with
actually
Pat.
can't really tell on my phone. What's
It's
the
okay.
chat say?
Chat.
Who can read the chat?
Our boss is reading the chat, and your mom.
Yes.
Give me her number.
Chat.
Nobody in chat is giving specific advice, but everybody is relating with those ADD feels.
Well, that's good.
It's like the older you get, the more another friend of mine just told me that he was diagnosed with non-verbal learning disorder, and I was like, you call it a disorder, or you could just admit to the fact that you have verbal superpowers, because he can, the way that he listens and ingests words or reads words is on some other level. That dude is on some other shit.
Did you see that tweet that was like about whether people see pictures or not, or like the detail in which people visualize stuff?
No.
It was just this it asked people to picture an apple in their head, and then it had a variety of like kinds of apples, ranging from like a very detailed apple to just kind of like a gray blob. Anyway, a lot of people learned that day that they can't visualize pictures in their heads, which I find so fascinating, because I'm a very visual person. I don't know if you are as well. Yeah.
But but when it comes to communication, 70% of it is nonverbal. So this is now a person who has realized. He goes, and it makes sense because I'm the person that's like would drive away and be like, oh, that's what he meant, because he just is like
not know shit like that about yourself.
He doesn't pick up what people are putting down.
Sometimes it'd be like that.
But he's like a genius in this other area, and the way he uses words and the way he can craft words as a writer is like otherworldly. So it's like, I don't know, calling it a disorder. It's just that, here's the thing. If we have a deficiency in some area, we mostly make it up in other areas.
Yeah,
so,
it's just a way that your brain is formed.
You just have to accept how your body works and how your brain works. And then just part of the struggle is like trusting that it's okay.
Yeah.
And
when you were playing Obra Dinn, your brain was confused. But what is the kind of game, what is your platonic ideal of a game where you're like, yes, I am in my element and I am a god in this world?
Portal.
So it's a lot of spatial shit. No wonder you like the Turing Test. It's all spatial shit.
I mean, the Turing Test is like it's a spiritual successor to Portal. The thing that makes Portal extra special is the writing. The level of comedy in Portal is unmatched. The writing is insane. So it's just, I can't even really name another game that has the comedy chops that Portal has. Oh, you know what?
What was that? Sorry.
You broke up for a second there.
The people at night school.
Oh, right.
Well, comedy, it is frankly pretty rare in games to find a game that has like a very strong comedic element that's like fully part of the game. And obviously After Party is a game that's very like quippy and funny, and then Portal is just full of humor, even though it has nothing to do with the... Actually, no, there is a lot of comedic gameplay in that, isn't there? Because there's kind of like the slapstick elements that you can do with the robots and the turrets and stuff.
Yeah. But that's writing.
Yeah.
You know? So God, I haven't really like looked into the because it's before Portal was like my gateway drug. So it was Portal and BioShock. So
Dude.
I don't actually know. It's like before my time when I was like really embedded in the games industry and like wanted to know everything. So I have to really look at like how big was the team that made Portal. I know that it was like the offshoot of Half-Life, and it was like, I'm getting a phone call.
Oh no.
Oh,
You are mostly back, but still a little choppy. So.
Oh, okay.
All
Also,
right, now you're good again.
What time is it? Patrick, can you check the time?
Yes, it is 3:25.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yes.
Sorry that I can't hang very long with everybody today, but
That's okay.
That's cool. We're gonna stretch for a little while and play a little more of this game because I am
good.
enjoying. Oh, Jesus.
But that's writing, right? So like,
Yeah.
sure, one of the game mechanics is that you can pick up a turret and you can throw it and or do things with it because it weighs something. So it can help you solve a puzzle, or you need it to point in a direction so the laser works. But then a writer comes in and sees that and sees 15 million versions of what that can equal to in terms of a world, and it's just all writing.
Yeah.
So many times that I know so many writers in the games industry now, but I cannot fathom how they do what they do, because they come in and see set pieces and then write around those things.
Yeah, it's absolutely nuts.
In terms of what we do in the film and television world, we're making those sets based on what has been written.
Mm-hmm.
So it's wild. It's wild. I have so much. I mean, anybody who's watching this right now knows this. I have so much respect, and I'm obsessed with the minds in the games industry, because they're just the most brilliant creative minds in the world. They really are.
Can I ask why BioShock
Portal.
and Portal were your gateways into gaming? Like, what was going on at that time?
They came out that year.
Yeah. And that was the year where you're like, this is it, baby.
What was going on. It was 2007. Not much was going on for me. I had done I did a season of television, so I had done the L Word. And then I was just like every other actor, was like waiting for the next gig. And I had really found my people, like geeks, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was surrounded by geeks in the tech world at the time. And it's funny, it's like most people think, oh, she probably moved to Los Angeles and just like met a bunch of actors. Actually, no, the first people that were my truest and dearest friends, and still are all in the tech industry. And I just like took the controller from my then boyfriend and started playing the game while he actually had to run a company and I didn't have a job, and then just started playing everything. And then all my friends were like, you're a gamer, dude. And then handed me the orange box, and that's when I played Portal for the first time. And then like in the same year, so many games came out. The first Assassin's Creed came out around then. I mean, it was really just like boom, 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 boom. But the thing was that BioShock also has such a strong narrative.
It's so fucking good.
I mean,
still
would
love
you
it.
kindly? Are you kidding me? It's just, there was such strong storytelling. And I was so naive, because I was like, oh, this is what video games are? It's been like this forever? But actually it was like the year of the dawn of the AAA game. And
I feel like a lot of people had that thought that year. I mean, that was BioShock, right? Is like, oh my God, games have a message. And that was when that started to like break out of, just core gamer circles, and it became a more mainstream, like, oh my God, this game has a fucking message. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know how old I was at the time, but that's what it was for me. And now I'm kind of like, okay, but for me, it still holds up because it has that emotional connection.
It does hold up because the stories are dope.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
and the music is dope, and the world building is dope. The characters are dope.
Yeah.
Have you seen the trailer for the new Assassin's Creed? I'm so sorry.
No, I haven't. Is it amazing?
The trailer's mostly a cinematic, so it's like it hits all the correct emotional beats for me. What I'm most excited about is that apparently you're going to be able to, have a settlement and arrange marriages with your people who live in your settlement and
Norse marriages, Norse arranged marriages.
Yes.
Interesting.
Anyway,
That's
sorry, I
this is
completely
how you
derailed.
create-
this concept.
This is how you create the best Viking babies. You take the strongest Vikings and you put them together.
I hope
And you
Ubisoft isn't
breed
making a
the
Viking
best
eugenics
Viking
simulator, because that would really get into some bad territory
I
with
feel
Viking
like
fans.
that might be what's happening.
No!
Hey,
I mean,
and
when
it's
you say
3:30,
those
so I
things to
think
me-
Janina's gotta go.
Oh, you have to go
when
already?
you say those things to me, are you telling me you're not going to breed the best human, which is terrifying?
Janina, I can't admit that to you.
Cool. Great.
Oh, good lord. Well, this will be the last Polygon
When you
stream
have
ever.
an Indian girl, when you have an Indian girl in the conversation, you're talking about arranged marriages, and I'm also a brown person, so the first thing
Fair
I'm
enough.
thinking about is terribly wrong.
Fuck.
But let's see. Let's see.
I eagerly await your review of it if you play it.
Who knows?
Sail a boat up a
I feel
river
like
in
I didn't
England?
get to. I feel like I didn't get into the chat at all. But I do want to tell everybody that is watching. I do have a Twitch channel. I am probably going to stream with Russo a lot more soon. We're gonna see. But it's basically just twitch.tv/Janina. Big deal. Ta-da.
Yes, it's
How do
Very
you
great.
always
below.
get that friggin' username? You are, you're on it.
Well, I don't
Early
know. I
adopter.
just did it.
That's awesome.
yes.
Do you have
Gonna
anything
go.
else you want to
You know-
promote before you have to run away?
Please see the way back. That's it. It's maybe I'm just I love that. I love the work that we did. Really proud of the movie. Please watch it, and you can rent it everywhere because it didn't really get to do a theater run. But that's it. Come find me on Twitch and all the social medias, and that's it. That's it. I don't know. I'm happy to hang with you. I really got to say, I am so impressed with the Polygon community. It's a kind place. It tells
really
you
is.
that we needed a place to be kind and wholesome and sweet to each other. Every time I do a mainstream interview, understand the games industry, they're always like, "Isn't it a really toxic place?" And it's like, yeah, like most things, there are places that don't feel nice, and there are places that feel really nice. And Polygon's one of nice, and that's why I very, very willingly showed up today because I really like the.
Hey, thank you.
Really
I
do.
I brag about our YouTube comments and our Twitch community because they're so freaking nice. What's wrong with you guys?
Yeah.
They're so nice.
Yeah. Yeah. You just
Oh.
find your people,
Yeah.
Find your people, guard them fiercely.
Protect and
Done.
also attack.
Done.
Janina, this was super
And take
cool.
your vitamin D.
Janina's Twitch and Twitter are both linked below this video. Simone and I are going to keep playing Turing Test for a little while.
Yeah. And it's the same on Instagram. It's just my name. Just like I'm the same, not deep.
It's just Janina on the whole dang internet. So
You're a
Janina,
human
thank you so
being.
much. If you got to run now, you can hop off the
Yeah, I
call
do.
and we're going to keep going.
Okay, I'll talk to you
Thank you for coming.
really soon, guys.
See ya.
Thank you.
Thanks
Thanks for putting on makeup for us.
for totally. All right. Talk
See ya.
later. Bye.
Bye.
Alrighty, let's.
Yay.
Okay,
That
I
was
gotta
fun.
just adjust my crops. How you feeling?
Yeah, adjust those crops. I mean, I feel like that's mostly what you've been doing.
I'm
Is
just-
adjusting your crops.
I'm just mostly living a crop-oriented lifestyle right now.
That's what I'm gonna be doing when fucking Assassin's Creed Valhalla comes out. If I can farm, I'm gonna be living a crop-oriented lifestyle.
Have they said the game is going to have farming in it? I'm not going to respond to the joke.
Okay. Other people are responding though. I'm hearing applause.
Um,
It's coming from outside the screen. I don't know. I know there's gonna be hunting and fishing. I need to stop talking about this fucking game. I just know that we're gonna like the Xbox thing tomorrow. I'm gonna see gameplay of it and I die.
wait, they're showing some
I thought so. I don't know.
Maybe
Do
we'll
I
see.
know that officially? We'll see.
Simone, should
Yeah.
I move up and claim Janina's space, or should I remain my lowest
Do you look
spot
good?
on
Did
the-
you put on your makeup today?
I've been on
Did
cam
you
the
get
whole
your
time.
lighting
I've been
set
on cam
up?
the whole time, and genuinely, I am so fucking terrified to look at this VOD because I felt several times the face I was making while watching the Turing test, sort of like doing the old man like looking down his glasses look, kind of like.
Well, I can't see you, so I think you should take Janina's place, because otherwise you're going to be describing things that your face is doing, and I'm going to be like, I can kind of imagine how that looks, but I don't really want to rely on my imagination fully.
All right, hang on. Well, I'm gonna. You're not gonna see the gameplay anymore once I do that, but we will.
Oh, but then I won't be able to tell you what to do.
In that case,
Not that I know what's going on anyway.
hang on, I'll throw to my camera real quick, and
Okay.
then I'll.
I'll
All right.
not
Stop
blow
streaming.
my nose directly into the mic.
Stop sharing your screen. Okay.
Folks, I don't know if you've experienced this. Sometimes you put on makeup, and every hole in your face just starts to run. That ever happened to you? It's happening to me right now,
Hang on.
including my mouth. Am I right?
Hang on.
Okay.
Yeah,
hang
you know,
on.
I don't have to fuck with my settings. Just try. Just
see a
picture a really dumb face.
Okay,
And that's
I
the
can
face
do that.
that I was making for the majority of that stream.
That's good.
Um,
Was it just you that could see it, or could the viewers also
the whole
see it?
internet could see it, and it's gonna. Like I
Nice.
said, I'm just gonna have to record like
Hot.
a 15
Okay.
second loop of me just looking like really sort of comic, like sort of maybe this angle.
Yeah,
that you can't
pensive,
see.
like stroking the mustache.
Mhm,
I
while
do
I
know
play.
you have a mustache because I saw you yesterday.
Yes. I mean, I could
It's
have shaved it
very.
between now and
I'm
then.
impressed with it, honestly.
I put a little bit of work into it. All right, well,
It reminds
we're
me of
gaming again.
something. Yeah, we're gaming again because that's what we're doing here. So you're in chapter 2 of this whole beans right now.
Yeah.
And what I've seen is that there are a lot of blocks that you're picking up. Now you've got hands.
I have. I mean,
And you were completing electrical circuits. Something
found
that I know.
a bonsai tree.
Oh, we can fully rotate 3D objects. Man, okay, things that I would follow up on with Janina if I had more time. I
Yes.
want to spend a whole hour talking about what remains of Edith Finch. I want to talk more about working on After Party and Star Wars Battlefront 2. So many things to say. I want to talk more about Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, a game that I should have played. Again, very ashamed of it. More about backlog. What do I have written down? Too bad I derailed to talk about Assassin's Creed for no reason. Yeah, that's it. Oh, and playing. Oh my God, playing tabletop games. Because I know she plays tabletop games, or at least has played like D&D with Deborah and Wall for her D&D series, Relics and Rarities, which I enjoy.
I want to play D&D.
Yeah, playing a tabletop game
Would be fun.
It's the perfect time.
I got all my
What do you got? I can't see it. All I see is you not playing this fucking game.
I got my boyfriend manual here. That's not my joke. It's not my joke. Calling D&D monster manuals boyfriend manuals, but it is
Oh,
a funny
okay.
joke.
See, I can't see what you're holding, so for me, it's again whiff. I'm not acknowledging your jokes now.
Whiff of the
How does it
screen.
feel, Patrick?
Pretty good.
Patrick
okay.
Gill, more
Can you
like
send that across
Patrick. Whiff.
there?
Whiff.
It's
So it doesn't work.
okay. I got to run a package across there. I think I'm gonna figure this out.
I agree that you have to run a package across there. And that's why you should support the United States Postal Service.
Agreed. Buy
I re-
stamps.
I recently played Midnight Clock Tower Midnight on the Clock Tower.
Okay,
It's
yes.
a werewolf variant. You know the one. It's
Yes.
called that. Over Zoom with a few friends. And it fucking ruled. It's like a way more complex version of werewolf where the villains are kind of divided. Like you usually have like the werewolves and then the henchmen, but this has like a bunch of different kinds of monsters and then a bunch of different kinds of minions, as well as a bunch of different kinds of villagers. And Blood on the Clock Tower at midnight, I don't know what's called. It was incredibly fun. I was a hench for the first time, and and one of the players did that classic fucking thing in the first round where you all like, oh hey, why don't we all go around and say what we're doing, say who we are, what our role is. So on my first time, I had to come up with a fast lie and immediately made an enemy for life when I said I was the monk, and someone else was like, oh, are you?
But I'm the monk.
That's interesting. And that's when you know you've really fucked up and you choose the role that someone already has.
So, I don't. Simone, I don't know
And we
what
did
the hell I'm
lose.
doing.
I'm sorry, I was killed.
Oh,
Yeah, what are you?
Okay, this thing just produces more of these. Okay.
Oh, 6.
All
So you
right.
can have infinite blocks?
No, I can't have infinite, but I can have enough.
Enough.
So,
Can you
'cause
walk on it when it's white, or can you only walk on it when it's
only
blue?
when it's blue, and I can scoot
When the circuit is
across it.
complete.
And so if I go like this, if I drop this little dude here, and I shoot
Yeah.
this little dude, and I say, I need you over here. Thank you. No, hang on. Get in there. So
Cool.
I can get that open by dropping this
Get
on
what
it,
open?
but then I can't get. I can get this door open. This door is open
Oh.
because that is powered.
Gotcha.
Um,
But I
and
thought you just
this
depowered
door
that and the door was
opens-
still open.
this is the one that powers that door. So I need to have a weight on there, and I also need to have power in there. Wait.
Can't you just drop that block down on top of the red square?
Perhaps I can.
Do you need it for anything else? Doesn't look like you're doing anything with it.
Okay, it closes.
Ah,
okay,
fuck!
so that's what happens. It closes the other one.
Gotcha. So you need to be in there.
Hang on. Big brain. Big brain.
Big brain. Big brain coming through.
Wait here for me.
Oh, shit! The big brain has logged on. Oh, yeah. That's how we do
There
it
you
here
go.
in the Turing test.
That's why I'm smarter than a computer.
Yeah.
That's why I
true.
can't be
He's proved
fucking
it
replaced
now.
by a machine.
We did it there. Why not here too?
Patrick, for the last time, no one is trying to replace you with a machine. Will you please let this go?
Oh,
No one
God.
else could write those big brain scripts you do. Oh. I'm gonna pour the water from my mason jar into my mug. My mug is on its 3rd liquid of the day.
Wait, Can
Started
we
with
get a
coffee.
quick liquid review?
Yeah. My coffee today was fine. I did the thing where I left the machine on too long and it got kind of burny, which I hate, but I will drink it anyway because I cannot waste a liquid. The second drink of the day, not to spoil anything, but I think it's winning. It's the green juice that I purchased because I'm consuming no fruits. And one day I bought a big jug of like thick juice and I drank the entire thing in one sitting and I was like, oh no, this is what I need nutrition. So I started buying the green juice and I've been drinking a cup of green juice
What's
every
the
day.
green juice? What is the green
Fuck
juice?
if I know. I think it's got apples in it. It's thick. It's green. It could be described as viscous.
A viscous juice.
A viscous juice. A viscous green juice. It has all the green fruits that you could think of, and some that you can't. And then this third drink of the thank you. I just reread The 13 Clocks by James Thurber, so I feel very I'm in that
Snappy.
space.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
zippy.
Well,
That's good.
because he writes about a lot of things that he'll say things that you can't imagine. There's a character called the Golics, and when he first appears, he is like a short man with a dark, describable beard and an undescribable hat, and it's just called an undescribable hat. And later he's invisible, and somebody's like feeling him, and he's like, "Yeah, I felt this guy. He felt short. He had a beard, and something on his head that was undescribable." And it's such a good fucking gag. Every time I read it, it makes me laugh. Anyway, now I'm drinking water. What are you drinking, Patrick?
I have a bottle of water here. I had I had a coffee earlier. I had a water. I might have a. I was like gambling on a Red Bull. I was like, should I do a Red Bull? I got this big stream. I gotta make sure my
Be
brain's
hypey.
running at 100%. But I decided not to because I thought it would just make me jittery.
Yeah, so you would have been on your third liquid of the day.
That would have been on liquid numero trace.
Oh man.
Okay, so if
Do you
I-
think you will commit to a third liquid today, or just stick with the 2?
I'm gonna commit to several more liquids today.
Really?
Yeah,
What kinds of liquids?
Let's get into it. I'm thinking. Let's see. I'm thinking. 1 second.
I can't even imagine that many kinds of. I don't have that many
'Cause
kinds of liquids in my home.
I've done coffee. I've done water. I want to do. What do I have? I might do a tea. I got some Tetley.
3.
I got some nice Tetley tea, and then
Okay.
right around beer 30, might have a beer.
Okay, that's 4.
Yeah, it's 4.
That's
That's a
4
4 liquid
liquids.
day.
I guess that's several liquids. I don't know. When you said several, I was just picturing a like vast amount of liquids.
An ocean of liquids.
Startling varietals of liquids. And
It's just jars upon jars.
mason jars upon mason jars of liquids. But really, you're just drinking a completely normal and acceptable amount of liquids. Even more so because you chose not to have the Red Bull.
Yes.
When did you get into Red Bull?
Oh, when I was 14, because, okay,
Was that your energy drink of choice when you were a teen?
Pat lore. So, in England and generally in European countries, there was a very popular drink called Red Bull vodka, and I was visiting family in Wales, and my grandfather enjoyed a Red Bull vodka.
Oh god.
I did not enjoy the vodka, but he did have a 2-liter of Red Bull in his fridge, or several 2 liters of Red Bull, fake Red Bull in his fridge, and I would just drink from this 2-liter of Red Bull and watch Mila Jovovich in the Resident Evil film, and just expand my mind.
Meditation hour. We're going to drink a Red Bull and expand our minds.
And then I think
feel
just in
like-
college,
oh,
I
go on.
kept doing it.
Yeah. I feel like every teenager, at least since the dawn of energy drinks, has had a chosen energy drink of their teen years. Mine was Rockstar. Was very into Rockstar. I don't know why. It's not like I think because after the roadie run, during Roadie Fest every year in Port Townsend, I went out of focus again. It's because I'm traveling down memory lane right now. They'd have like the coolers of water and coolers of energy drinks, and it was always Rockstar, and that would be my chance because I just run 7K to drink a Rockstar, maybe even take a couple Rockstars because, you're tired and you're a teen. I don't know. It had that cachet of I'm cool because I'm drinking this energy drink.
Because it's called Rockstar. A loser would
It's a
never drink this
Rockstar.
stuff.
Nah, not me. I'm not a loser. No way. No, sir.
I remember my very first Monster. It was like before.
Oh.
It was before it was a thing. And I remember having a sip of it and thinking, this is going to be big.
There was by the time I got to high school then, there was a whole faction of teens whose chosen energy drink was Balls.
Balls
think it was-
Guarana, yeah.
You remember Balls? Yep.
That was the
And
gamer
of course
one.
that had
was
an
the
added
official
comedy
gamer one.
element. Was it?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't know.
The first ad I ever saw for Balls was in GamePro magazine.
I don't know if they knew that they would really corner the teen market by being able to make teens say they're drinking Balls, but it sure worked a trick in my school. I did not partake of Balls when I was in high school.
I'm glad we still have that sponsored by Alienware window up in the corner. Maybe I should take that down.
No, you leave it up. Don't be a coward.
I should. I am going to remove Janina's name from this stream so she's not associated
That's
with
fair.
everything we're saying here.
This is unrelated Pat and Simone content. This is Pat and Simone Unchained. This is Pat and Simone after we've prepared and stressed about having good tech and conversation for an interview with a person we respect. And now that's done. We're unchained. The weight is lifted off our shoulders. I'm gonna go wild.
Welcome to the Dew Bunker. All right, cool.
Oh, I realize you can't see Cub. Should I put him in the frame?
Cub? Who's Cub? Is Cub? Oh, Cub is your teddy bear? Just streaming some Turing Test. Whoops.
What? What have you done?
I did a bad job with the new stream title.
Oh no! What did it? What did it? What? What is it?
I accidentally wrote just streamings some Turing Test with an apostrophe after the S for some reason, or before the S.
Ew. Just streaming. I mean, you're not wrong. I don't think, based on the content so far. Sorry, I'm trying to shift. Am I loud and uncomfortable? There, now you can just see Cub over my shoulder.
There's Cub.
Yeah, that's nice. All right. Wow, Turing Test. Did you solve this freaking puzzle yet? Are we still
No,
here?
I'm still working on the same puzzle. And I'm thinking about
I noticed you have
Monster
two
Energy.
bridges.
I got 2 bridges, and
Why are you thinking about Monster when you've got a fridge full of Rockstar, Patrick?
I wish
You
one of them
made
was
your
Jeff.
choice. And so did Vox Media.
oh, hang on.
How
I'm
much do you
thinking.
miss the Rockstar fridge?
I miss it. Oh, the Rockstar fridge, the Vox Media
Oh,
Rockstar fridge.
Red Bull fridge. I'm sorry. I'm slandered.
You've betrayed.
Slandered our fair company.
All right, hang on. So I think I need to get some. Speaking of balls, I need to get some more of these electric balls available to me at my current location.
Yes. Can you can't activate these bridges up here at all?
I need to put some. I need to yoink this. Wait, hang on. No. Okay, go over here. Then I can yoink that and get over here.
Yes. Yes,
And
yes,
then I
yes.
can
And work your way up to the top.
Yeet it into that. And then
Get that.
is there another one somewhere that I can yoink?
Well, how do you still have two?
If I
Oh.
yoink that, I can put it somewhere out here where I'll have it available to me. So, like, if I put it... I'm going to just put it up there for now, because then I can come
Okay.
down here, and I can yoink this,
Then you fall.
then I can put this here, and then I can yoink that, eat that, yoink that, eat that, yoink this. Temporarily eat that, so I can yoink that. Life is but a series of eatings and yoinkings.
Yeets and yoinks. Powered by Alienware. This really is. I mean, this is one of those games that I feel like, were I in the sanctity of solitude, would I be able to finish it eventually? Can I comprehend it when I'm watching it
That's the thing with puzzle
Like,
games is like
coming in halfway?
unless your hands
No.
are on it, it's just like you're. Sometimes it is valuable to be like that second pair of eyes on a thing, but like a lot of times, it.
Yeah, you really have
you
to
just
like
don't know.
have the spatial awareness that is granted to you only when you are holding the controller.
Right.
Your creative mind.
I don't see how
Oh,
problem
boy.
solving is creative.
Oh, hey, oh, you can just walk right through that, huh?
Just walk right through it. That's like a binary switch, and I haven't really figured out exactly what the purpose of those is.
Through a window.
Well, we're about
Okay,
to.
so I made a romp.
I simply
Okay,
had
so
never
now I
thought
can.
to throw a box through a window. That is creativity, thinking outside of
Did
the
you
box.
play Oberdin?
I did not play Oberdin. I need to play Oberdin.
I feel like, see, that's where my brain comes alive. Like that is my palace. I go into the mind palace. I've never felt like more on top of my shit in
That's
my
on
own
Switch
brain
now, right?
than when I was playing that. Yes, it is.
Okay.
And I'm considering purchasing it a second time.
I,
Although I would like to be hit really hard on the head so that I can forget the game and play it again. So if anyone
That's-
is
yeah.
willing.
okay, so
Now, as Janina said, everyone in our community is super nice, so they're not going to hit me on the head and take away my memories. Sucks sometimes.
so if I stand here, right, I'm gonna block that.
Oh,
Okay,
then
so-
the door open. So you need something to be there so that you can go through door.
Oh, wait, no. If I just close the door, that'll do it. Ready? If I just
Oh.
yoink this down.
Oh, yeet, yoink.
Yeah,
And now
yeah.
you can just go up the ramp.
Cool.
Yay. Smart. Smart. I already had my vitamin D for the... Are you taking any vitamins right now?
Oh, I'm not.
They can. But
My
the
mom,
computer's method of creating
wonderful person, has been sending me just like boxes and boxes of pills.
nature,
Like-
She sent me this huge container of aspirin. I was like, I have ibuprofen. I probably don't need aspirin, and I'm afraid of taking aspirin because I've heard it's surprisingly easy to overdose on. But she's like, no, you need aspirin in case you get a fever. And she sent me a massive bottle of aspirin. And then she was like, well, you're also not getting any sunshine. And she sent me this big bottle of vitamin D. So I'm living right now.
Good. I should take some
Okay,
some vitamins.
So why aren't you permitted to emulate that process?
All right.
because the
So I got
solution
this
to
thing
biological
here. I gotta
process
Yeah, you got a slidey magnet.
are not always good
pick
solutions.
things up with it. Ostensibly, I should be able to pick things up with this.
Nature is morally ambivalent.
Tara says we can start wrapping the stream up.
But
what if we
doing
didn't?
this? Is she doing the digital version of this? Like,
Brian just... Sorry, Brian. I know you did this to be, like, not secretive, but subtle. So Brian just texted me saying, don't know if you saw the Slack ping, but Tara says we can start wrapping the stream up. No, we won't. I want to see Pat solve one more puzzle,
Okay.
and then we will go away for the day.
okay.
How long have we been live?
Coming up on an hour. That reminds me, just for
Sexy.
for safety's sake, I'm going to hit escape and I'm going to stop the recording. And
Oh, yes,
okay,
we
cool.
don't lose anything.
Yes. Cool.
we're gonna- Don't
And
be
then go back to the
obnoxious. I'm with no outlet for my obnoxiousness. I feel overwhelmingly obnoxious, and it's all just channeled toward anyone that I am video chatting with all the time.
Are you doing
I
a lot
just-
of
I
video
wanna-
chatting?
Not even that much. I should do more, but it's a time commitment, you know. I'm just so busy all the time. Watching 3 seasons of The Leftovers. Okay, so you're throwing the little magnet
I
block.
think I've got something here ready because I think once it hits that ray,
Yeah.
demagnetizes. But I can leave it up there. I can come over here
Yes.
and I can
And then
flip
you
of the
can turn
switch.
that off. You can yoink that. Nope. You can redirect it.
Wait.
Yeah, because now it's on
Yes.
the other
Okay.
side.
Great. Yes.
That's great.
This game is really cool.
Yeah.
And I can get that all the way
And
over
it looks
there.
beautiful.
Oh, I get it. Okay, and then if I remove the power, it'll drop,
Excellent.
and then I have a permanent battery I can jack in over here. Oops.
Would you... Let's see. Hey!
There we go. That's another puzzle.
Now,
done.
did you yoink that or yeet that?
That that was I don't know. Much like life, it was a bit of both.
Nice. All right.
well,
Give and
that-
take.
That's a stream for today.
In mathematical
Yay!
terms, activity is merely constrained chaos.
We are.
I have discerned
I love these fucking lights, Pat. I just want to leave these in my room.
Yeah, they're good.
creating
They're
an
good
organic
lights.
system.
How does everybody like the new stream overlay?
In the human mind,
Pretty
yeah,
good, right?
I mean, I won't speak for the viewers, but I fucking love it, even though I can't see it right now.
divergent thoughts, and
I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna look at us live
I am creative.
Organic
while we still have this. Fuck yeah, that looks good. I hope everybody likes that because I think it's great. Thank you, everybody who is now I can see chat. They're saying it's good. They're saying it's fantastic.
Yes, thanks
We
to
love that.
James and Louis on the design team for scrapping that together for us. Looks real good.
Yeah.
Oh. And it is very purple. Okay, we'll be back with. I think we're going to stream next
So
week
am
too. Don't know what we're thinking. Maybe Sea of Thieves.
I want to play Sea of Thieves with you again so badly. I don't know if I'm invited on that stream, but
I mean, I don't think we could do
am.
it without you. So,
Yay.
Um,
Captain Simone.
so
And
yeah.
Captain Pat, first mate Simone.
Anyways, but we'll let you know if that's going to happen or not. We're going to wrap up the stream for today. Thank you, everybody. Go subscribe to youtube.com/Polygon if you haven't already.
And follow this channel if you haven't already, because cool shit's going to go down here and you want to be notified.
Yeah, we've got a couple more interviews in the little interview series here that we're not going to announce yet, but we're going to do a couple more of these things.
We're just going to say vague things.
We're just going to say vague shit, and then we're going to hang up. Thanks, everybody. Have a good day. Hang on. How do I stop streaming?
You better do it.
Bye, everybody. Have a good... Stop.